Thank you so much for downloading our Google Sheets content planner. After you complete your order, you should have received a download link, and this is everything that you need to get started. So, when you first open the planner, you will see a home page. Just insert your brand name here, and then we have easy navigation of all of the sheets in the planner. First of all, we will head over to the planner setup page. And everything that you insert here will be auto-populated into your monthly planners. So it is important to do this part before you get to the planning stage. You can input the social media platforms that you'll be using. So we've added Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest. And then your various content formats. We've got image, carousel, reel, and story. And then you can add your content pillars, which will be completely unique to your brand, and add your optimal posting frequency and optimal posting times. And then, as you can see, these have automatically updated into the drop downs on our monthly planners. But before we get to the planning stage, we will head over to the social media strategy page. This is where we can keep key information on your objectives and your branding, just to make sure that everything is nice and aligned when it does come to planning content. Write down your goals here and also outline the strategies that you'll be implementing to reach these goals, as well as any KPIs that you'll be using to measure the goal. And then we have your target audience analysis. Here you can input information on your audience demographics, psychographics, and online behaviors. And then we can move on to your content pillars. So the titles for these will automatically be there again from your planner setup. Then you can add a description of the content pillar and the aim of the pillar, as well as any sub-themes and post ideas that you might have. Then just below this, we have our hashtag bank. So here you can input all of the relevant hashtags to that content pillar in particular. And lastly, on our strategy page, we have your social media style guide. So essentially, this creates a mood board for your social media presence, and you can add your logos and graphics, your brand's color palette and fonts. There's also a space to describe your brand's tone of voice and personality, as well as any keywords that you would use to describe this. And also add images here that represent your brand's visual style. And now we have an overview of key information on your brand's social media presence. But if this is something that you would like to go more in depth with, do check out our social media strategy template. And next up, we have our calendar. So here you can keep track of key events and dates throughout the year. Just input them into the column on the left along with their date, and they will automatically publish into your calendar. You can then flick between the different months and years. And if you would rather your week starts on a Sunday, you can change this also. Then tick off the event once it's passed to stay on top of everything. And now we can head over to your monthly planners. So you have a planner for each month, and there is space to add posts for every single day of the year. You'll see month and year progress bars, which will automatically update as you move through the month. And there's a space to add any key events that are happening this month. Your posting frequency and best time to post will already be there from your planner setup. Likewise, your platform options, content formats, and content pillars will already be here. And then you can insert your feed preview image into the cell. So it's important to insert it into the cell and not over the cell, because this will enable the feed preview function. And to have a good representation of what this will look like on your Instagram feed, it's also important to insert a square image. Then add your caption, hashtags, and call to action for the post. There's also a space to track the status of your posts and add to-do tasks. And if you are working with social media clients, there's a checkbox for them to approve of the post or add comments and feedback if necessary. Then, once you've posted this, you can come back and add the likes, comments, shares, and saves that you got on this post just to keep track of all engagement. If you would like to plan more than one post in a day, you can copy all of the placeholders for this day and then paste them just below and go ahead and change all of the information necessary for your second post. And if you would like to only see the columns where you have posts planned, you can select all the columns that you don't want to see and click Hide Columns. And now you can see we have a much more condensed view of all of your planned posts. If you head over to your feed preview tab, you can see that all of your images have populated here as they will on your Instagram feed. So you can easily visualize what your feed will look like for every month. Lastly, we have your analytics tab. So this is designed to give you a clear overview of your social media performance across different platforms all in one place. First of all, we can set up your profile for each platform. So double click the placeholder image to insert your own display picture and then add all of your profile information. And just below this, we have your follower tracker. So here you can input your follower goal and your current following. Then it will automatically measure progress towards this goal and how many followers you have to go. Next up, we can track your platform performance. So input your monthly metrics into the table, including your followers, engagement rate, reach, and link clicks. These will automatically be displayed on your graphs, so you can easily visualize trends and flick through the different metrics. If you're not fully through the year, your graph will look something like this. And now we can do the same for your post engagement metrics, including your total monthly likes, comments, shares, and saves. And again, we can easily visualize any trends in your engagement. Now we have your audience demographics. These tend not to fluctuate so much, so this is a current view. And you can input the percentage distribution of your audience's gender, age, and top 3 locations. Then this will automatically be displayed onto the chart. And you have analytics dashboards for up to 3 platforms. If you haven't already downloaded this, do check out the link in the description box below. When you access this, you'll be provided with additional tools, resources, and help from our team.